3, 2, 1.
Okay. Let's get into this reading for Jayln Michelle. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself, okay? Thank you. One of my subscribers asked me to read on her, and I'm just going to read energy. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. So these two cards definitely want to pop up and talk about it. So Spirit is acknowledging that she's in a space where she's very naive and oblivious. And this is due to your lack of inexperience. You're in this position where you've never been here before. Or you're dealing with someone you've never dealt with. Like, you just don't understand this energy. This is... All right, it feels like a karmic relationship. I'm just going to be completely honest. And it leaves you feeling very gullible, very lost. Spirit is acknowledging with 3 sheets to the wind. At the heart of it, you want peace. There's a lot of communication, lots of communication. There is intervention here with your ancestors just trying to help you stay afloat, stay afoot, because we see a candle being lit here, just praying and asking for peace and guidance. You need to get grounded, though. We see music in one hand and a beverage in the other. Spirit is also acknowledging that this is a one-horse town. It's time to move on, but something is still blocking you. It's blocking you from your house, which is your body, your center, your strength. And it's also blocking you from your ancestors. Almost like Spirit is trying to speak to you. Spirit is trying to connect with you, but you're so focused on something else in order to gain those perspectives. And here, you have to move on, okay? Because there's boredom here, monotony here, small-mindedness. Branch out and move on because novelty is needed. Spirit is saying because you have yet to move on, you are dealing with temporary intensity. It's raining cats and dogs, but this too shall pass if you surrender, if you release and you get a cleansing, okay? And this has to do with someone being too big for their britches. Wilted flowers equal love lost. So somebody lost love. Somebody was arrogant, vanity, self-importance, being high and mighty. Modesty is needed. And this is someone who you snuggled up with, you hugs and kisses, adoration, pillow talk, bonding, someone's favorite. And you were like really fighting for this because I'm seeing the color yellow, which is I can do what I said I can. You were manifesting the hell out in this relationship and you wanted it to work. And that is just what Spirit is saying, okay? In the middle of the deck, Spirit is acknowledging that it is emotional for you, but you are putting boats into the water now. You're trying to gain direction. Which way do I go? What do I do now? How do I build? How do I what the kids call chase the bag or whatever. And it doesn't feel like she's like in that space where she's like chasing after a bag, but how do I get fulfillment? How do I create wealth and income and abundance of income? And Spirit says fulfillment, enthusiasm, follow your bliss and money, passion projects, do you. So even though this is emotional, could be a water sign, you are trying to put as many boats into the water right now to see which one goes where and what happens when it does. Okay. This is like trying to figure out what's next. Okay. Jayln Michelle, what can I do to get myself in a better situation? Jayln Michelle, current energy. All right, Spirit is acknowledging that you do have some bright ideas and that you will come up with a bright idea that will be very beneficial for you in the near future. This idea may come to you in the form of a dream or while you are meditating. Spirit is also acknowledging that you like to, you might be in a position where you have to enjoy yourself, okay? It's not like you enjoying yourself with someone in particular, someone special. You might have to enjoy yourself for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? All right, Spirit is also acknowledging that you could be moving soon if you haven't moved already. You may be thinking of relocating or simply moving into a new place. Now is a favorite time to do so, okay? So check that out. All right, and when it comes to Jayln Michelle, there's a fake apology coming your way. Don't trust it. Anyways, Jayln Michelle, what's next for Jayln Michelle? What's the tea? What's the gossip? What's the beans? Go to beans. Jayln Michelle. Yep. Spirit is saying that you're dealing with what is considered a nightmare, something that's just happened that's tragic. I'm seeing the rug being pulled from up under you and you're not happy about that. Spirit is saying that you're investigating or somebody's investigating or just kind of looking into the situation deeper because you just did not expect this to happen. He was like, nah. And you are venting. So if you're getting your nails done or you with your girls and you pampering yourself, you're telling people like what happened, what really went down, X, Y, and Z. But pay attention because somebody is burning evidence. It's making me feel like there's multiple lovers involved and someone is trying to get some information, some text, some information, some written or something out of here. I am getting a fire sign energy as well. This could just mean that there's a lot of arguments or someone is literally a fire sign, okay? All right, Jayln Michelle. All right, Spirit is saying infinity, unlimited potential. And this just keeps coming up like you have the opportunity to do and be whatever it is that you want to be, but you have to stay focused and you have to stay centered. There are multiple possibilities. It's time to expand. It's time to stop self-sabotaging yourself. Avoid self-sabotage and go and you're, because you're dealing with an ongoing situation. Get off of this roller coaster. Get off of this ride. Why do you keep getting on here? Why do you keep trying? Because you need to focus on something else, because your possibilities are endless. Dream is a big, means something to you. The word dream, actually dreaming, is the second time that we hear this word. So is there someone named Dream? Is there like you dream? You have very vivid dreams. All right. Jayln Michelle. Right, energy. Okay. Spirit says split the dick. Okay, you know, I like to listen. All right, Spirit is saying with Jayln, the tongue is the whip of the body. So be careful what you say, because your tongue has power. Be careful what you say. Be careful how you say it. Be careful when you say it and to whom you say it to. Because the same way you put it out there, it's going to come right back to you. And if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen. Spirit is also acknowledging with Ejioko, those who deny reality will always live a distrusted life. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. It is time to wake up. It is time to acknowledge what your life is, where your life is, and to whom you allow in your life, and see them for who they really are. Don't paint them as a pretty picture if they are not pretty, if they are not nice to you. Don't. Okay. This is saying that somebody's disobeying the rules, and it feels like you could be stubborn and insistent and uncompromising and difficult, are finding difficulty to finish what you've started. Don't be naive. That's the second time we hear it. And don't be temperamental. Are you the one with the temper? Are you the one with the temper? Okay. Spirit is also acknowledging with Ogiolobon. When death calls, there's no place to hide. Now, death could be an actual death, or death could be an ending. An ending. Let it go. I don't care if it is an actual death or not. Let it go. Okay. And don't get it this the wrong way. This reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. I'm not saying that something's going to happen to Jayln Michelle. What I'm saying is pay attention to your surroundings. And if something is no longer vital, it is no longer giving life to you, it is no longer supplying what you need, cut it off. Cut it off. Spirit is acknowledging that you could be easily influenced. Second time we hear this. Lives life in fear of death. Don't be afraid of that. Strong in public, but cries in private. Talks too much and doesn't keep secrets. It's said that you talk too much here. And everything you put out comes back. Gets involved with issues that do not concern you, emotionally dependent. Be careful. Just be careful, because Spirit wants you to be stronger. Spirit wants you to ground yourself. Okay, Spirit wants you to be happy. The joy of life is seen through the eyes of innocence. Spirit wants you to be happy. Spirit is saying with the number 3, that's the mother, the father, and the son. So just had a baby. I think this person actually said you just had a baby. Yeah. So you're destined for greatness, and Spirit keeps saying that, but you need to be generous. So focus on reciprocity, give and take, give and take, give and take. Above average intelligence, artistic and creative. Spirit is acknowledging all these great attributes about you. Avant-garde. You're very, very avant-garde, on display. And when you pop out, people are like, oh, here she go. Let me see what she got on. You're very avant-garde. That's you. That's you. That's all you, sis. So let's get it. Like, don't be afraid, but you definitely need. Thank you, Spirit. Work on those other things. Work on them things. Okay, Jayln Michelle. Tree, let them go. See, Spirit keeps showing me fire signs. You could be very a fire sign. You can get angry. You can go there. Wow. You can go there. But let them go. Trees remind me of ancestral energy. And if someone is who's passed on and you're holding on to them too tightly, they're asking for you to release a little bit so they can do some work for you. But if you're holding on to them too tightly and mourning and always grieving, then you can't see the joy in it. Okay. But Spirit is saying you often take on the pain of others. You used to think it was because you're an empath, but these days you're not so sure. Sometimes it feels like other people are emptying their emotions into you, and giving nothing in return. Sometimes we even feel we've inherited pain from those who have come before us in our family tree. This is your permission to let go. Your life is ultimately about you, not what people expect you to carry for them. Don't carry their pain. Don't carry their guilt. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. All right, here we go. Jayln Michelle. All right, Spirit is saying that you're gambling, that you need to focus on generosity and letting go. Again, okay? Four of Pentacles, that's in your foundation. Get grounded. With the Ace of Wands in the area of passion and also in business, you are very creative. You're fun. You have willpower. You have a lot of projects. Second time we hear projects and desires. So be generous so these things can come through, because subconsciously, this is where you want to be. But in your awake, quote unquote, awake time, this is what you're doing. And you can't get here until you let it go. Okay? Release. In the middle of the deck, Spirit is saying that your ancestors want you to be so fulfilled and full of abundance and grace and good health, that your wishes are going to come true with the entertainment, fame, and rewards, abundance and good health. Ashe to the ancestors, ashe to the universe. What is Jayln Michelle's biggest obstacle? With the Four of Swords, you think a lot. You think so much it gives you anxiety. It can also tap into depression. So be careful with that. Postpartum depression, be careful with that. Due to the mental overload, solitude, relaxation. Focus on relaxation from the stress, and always the introspection. You're always thinking. Spirit said, but there's something that you're always thinking about, and that is this heartbreak with the Three of Swords. You're unable to let go, but you know you need to compromise and overcome your sadness. Yes, you do. With the Eight of Wands, Spirit is saying, pay attention, because wonderful things are happening around you. With the Eight of Wands, things are going to happen very quickly for you. It's going to be a sudden change, excitement, communication. I'm hearing podcasts. I don't know why. Things move quickly and making progress. Press play. Press play. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Spirit is saying that something about with the Eight of Pentacles, something about a work or entrepreneurship or something, you feel like you have a bad reputation, and it's changing your focus on your life, and it's making you feel like this job is so boring. But that's really you just being distracted. And with the Fool card in reverse, there's an energy of you being careless and with a lack of direction, and even feeling stupid about something. But it also involves just this new life and feeling like, wow, I have this new life, and I've not made some of the best decisions, but don't worry about that, because Spirit is saying, look, Eight of Wands, get excited, because life is happening around you. There's going to be sudden changes in the area of communication. Things are going to be moving quickly, and you're going to be making progress if you press play. Okay? Spirit feels like, what's next for Jayln Michelle? You're going to be lacking in faith, but because you're focusing on the negative, and you're going to be bored. But Spirit said this has to do with a person who's a troublemaker, who's moody, and a heartbreaker, and this is why you have this energy. So you actually need to get rid of that, clear, cancel, and release that energy, release that person, because you are going to recover. There is light at the end of the tunnel. You just have to learn how to cope. This is the university of the universe, so buckle up, because everybody is going to learn their lessons. Is everybody going to pass? I don't know. That's not my job, but you can pass if you do the work. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.